Hello, welcome back. Now, the third one is one that is, it came to me in the morning. I think I just had a shower and I was thinking about certain situations that I'm facing and how to overcome those situations. This quote is, I think it would resonate with most because it makes perfect sense. Yeah. And this quote says, "It takes courage to face my fears, but love to go beyond them." It's a beautiful quote. I don't know why I keep calling them quotes. I'm the one who's actually coming up with it. But it's a beautiful thing to say. It takes courage to face my fears, but love to go beyond them. Now, what do I mean by that? There are many times when I tell myself lies, simply because I don't want to step up to a particular challenge. So I would rationalize and make every kind of excuse that I can make in order to refuse to take on this task or to improve a particular part of my character. So that is what I mean. It takes courage to face my fears, what I'm afraid of. Just imagine, I remember the first time I carried a snake in my hand. I used to be petrified of snakes until one day I said, you know what, I'm going to this park, and they had this guy who was carrying these big boa constrictors, and he said, put it around in there. I said, no, I don't think I'm ready to take that step yet, but the first step is I'm going to stroke the snake and see what happens. And I did, and I held the snake and I stroked it, and I was like, oh, that's all there is to it. And I still have a phobia of poisonous snakes. I think most people do because they can kill you. But the fear in the past was something where I couldn't even look at it on TV. I would really cringe. I would feel tense when I see the image of a snake. That's not the case anymore. I live in Bali, so evidently I've had to see a few here and there. And so it took courage to actually face that fear. But love is what it takes to go beyond the stage of facing it. See, you have to have a love for yourself. You have to accept yourself as you have found yourself. You have to accept that you have weaknesses. You have to accept, because for me, when I say love really refers to appreciation and acceptance. To appreciate and accept is, for me, a foundational definition of love. So to appreciate the person that I am and accept in totality the person that I am means that I am able to love myself. When I accept my idiosyncrasies, the things that are good or bad, the things that are happy and sad, things that are new and old, everything about me, my weight, my structure, my speech, my everything, I can accept all as me because I've been created in the image of and likeness of the divine. So I accept, if I say I love the divine, I love God, whichever expletive you choose, language you choose to use, not expletive, sorry. Whichever language you choose to use or word you choose to use to define your own access to divinity, I like to use the word divine. My access to the creator, to the divine. So if I choose to see the divine in me, then everything that I am is also of divine nature. So I love and accept and I appreciate everything about me. And that's why I came up with that. So it takes courage to face those fears, but love of self is what it takes to go beyond them. And as I always say, the refusal to lie to oneself is the greatest amount of respect you can give to the self. And that's really a testimony of the amount of love you have for yourself, because you have chosen not to deceive yourself. The people you choose to deceive are the people you don't respect, you don't have a high amount of regard for. So the person you have to have the highest regard for is yourself. And if you choose not to lie to yourself, it's a great amount of respect. And that's what's so unique about this particular quote, because it covers more than one sphere. It actually touches on quite a few things. It's deep. If you reflect on it a bit, you would actually find more depth and maybe be able to make more connections. But for me, that is what it says to me. Again, the quote is, "It takes courage to face my fears, but love to go beyond them." Thank you.